Yeah, we need to talk. First of all, welcome to my channel. My name is Sandra. If you don't know, I am kind of really trying to educate people not only on culture, traditions, and just everything when it comes to travel and tourism and things like that. Now let's dive into it. Let's dive into why we're really here. Why I'm really pulling my hair out. So this is not gonna be a very business. This is more business casual. Look at what I'm wearing. I'm wearing house clothes. This is gonna be very business casual. And I want you guys to really listen to me when I say this, and I'm holding your hands. Respect is mutual. Please guys, when you visit other people's countries, they're not there to cater to you. You are a guest in their home. You're a tourist. Know your place. Relax. Like, those people, they live there. They're there every day. You're just like, don't expect them to crawl on their hands and feet because you're spending money. You can also spend money at home. We have rice at home. You don't have to be in their country messing things up. And that's just like a general, it's making me like, but that's just a general understanding that you should have as if you're a frequent traveler or you consider yourself somebody who experiences life and sees the world. All you need to show is respect for people's traditions, their culture, their persons, their livelihood. You are not the only person that's ever visited that country. So please have some respect. And I say this in general because I've seen so many people I know, people I don't know, continuously go into other people's countries and disrespecting it. And now this brings me to the topic of Detty December. Let me be serious. This brings me up to the topic of Detty December. Being in Ghana, I love Ghana. Everybody's just like, please, they're so cordial, so nice. Nigeria, once you land in the airports, I have to change my accent because I can't even walk to the airport in Nigeria and be like, hi, I need your help. Can somebody please? They hear your accent, they be like, Auntie, can I hold something? Oh yeah, now, IJGB, you just got back now. Can you just let me hold something? I had to use the bathroom in Nigeria and I basically had to pay $5 before I even used the bathroom because they're all like, oh, welcome, my sister, auntie, you have arrived. And it's very interesting to see the dynamic, but totally different. Even when you walk into the Ghanaian airport, AC blasting at you, you just realize you've entered somewhere different. It's probably because it's hot as hell, but you've entered a different room. Because leaving the airport of Nigeria, I almost cried tears. They didn't want me to leave. I said, please, uncle, I beg you, can you just, my plane is right there, I beg. You have to literally, I'm triggered. The memories are coming back. No, relax. I will not cry on camera. This is a call for therapy, a call for help if you haven't heard it. But needless to say, two different countries, different experience, but the same thing here is trivial. Detty December is a time of the year when people come to visit. They, not only friends and family, like people, it's really, this is where it originated from. And I have a bunch of facts on my phone. I will be sharing that with you, holding my handy dandy phone camera. Y'all see that? It's so cool. It does everything. So I'm going to start reading for you. So when I asked ChatGPT, what is Detty December from their point of view? It's a term popularized to describe the festive activities in Nigeria and Ghana during December. It offers a range of experiences and economic implications. We will touch on that. So here are the pros and cons for Detty December, in case you didn't know. So I took notes and I made sure I got my thoughts together because I'll be rambling on. I'm a certified yapper, so if you don't stop me, I'll just keep going. So number one, you can actually get cultural experience. So if you are the kind of person who likes to travel for culture, that Detty December, you will not miss out. Detty December is the place, is the time you will experience so much that you might be overwhelmed. You might be overloaded. Like, oh my God, there's a lot going on. Like, there's a lot going on. You're going to get food, drinks, parties, excursions, like activity, just vibes. And they're so nice and they're so kind. As a Nigerian, one thing Nigeria is going to do, they're going to make sure you have a good time. You don't have to know anybody. And I say this, surface level. You should know somebody when you're going to Nigeria to visit. Don't go there as a complete, do not be naive. That is not your country. Know where you're at. But if you are going to Detty December and you do know somebody and you have friends, understand that they will be so, like, you don't have to worry about anything. If you're around the right people, they're going to treat you so nice. It's just, you're going to feel like you're at home. You're going to feel like, where have I been? Where have I been this whole time? You're going to start to reconsider for a second, like, maybe I should just go ahead and sell my stuff and pack my bags and, like America minus the consistent electricity. Like, I feel like I could do it. I could live here. That might be short-lived though, because once NEPA takes the lights one time, you realize where you're at. But Needless to say, let's go to the next thing. Okay, and the second pro here, and we're gonna talk about the pros first before the cons, because I wanna, I highlight the good things. Second pro, money. When tourists come to a country, that's why tourism it's like $1 billion industry, if not trillion. Tourism brings money. When you visit a new country, you're bringing them money, you're bringing them, like business, like the parties, the clubs, the food, the streets, the market. Everybody's making money. They're all like making money. But the con is the inflation that we cause because we're coming there with a higher currency than what the people there usually spend. So you're more likely to spend money and buy something that's worth like $5, and you're more likely to pay $50 for it, not knowing, because you're gonna think, oh, this is not so bad, like $50. And I say that I got my hair braided in Ghana by a Nigerian man. That's another story. That's actually a video coming up, so stay tuned. And this is like the best braids I ever got in my life, and I'm so shocked because it's a Nigerian man. And first of all, it's a man. He's Nigerian and he's in Ghana. Like let me not go off time. I'm not gonna go. But the point is, I got these braids done. I got my hair taken down, my braids done, and I even had little boho strands in there. But I had my hair taken down, 2.5-hour process. I had it washed and I had it redone into this. It took me 12 hours. It was 50 USD. $50. And that's something where you're like, you wouldn't think twice because you give them the $50 like, oh, that's nothing. Or you say, what? I know it's $500 What you talk like? You would give them the money and you wouldn't like think twice about it. But then the people there don't usually pay that much. Like they can get their hair done for 10 USD and whatever their currency is, and you're paying $50 for it, and you're like, and maybe $10 is a little too low. Y'all can, let me know what the costs and expenses are. I just paid what they told me, and I even tipped the guy $20. So like I technically paid $70 for this hairstyle, but they themselves will probably pay much less. But because I'm there during that season, because the prices go up during that season, and because I'm more likely to pay during that season, not only am I boosting the economy when it comes to like spending money as a tourist, but I'm also getting the benefits of it all because I'm getting my hair done for a cheaper price. So it's almost like a win-win, but the inflation that comes from it is not beneficial for everybody else that lives in that. Like, you know what I mean? Like the only people making money are the businesses is what I'm saying. If you're just a regular, everyday, regular person just going to the store to go purchase something, now you're wondering why your $5 item, or let's just say, I don't know, 20 Ghana cedis is now 500 Ghana cedis because it's December. Because all the tourists are here and the tourists can afford it, but you can't. Like I have kids to feed. I have, and it's not fair. It's just the economy. But this is one of the reasons why, as a tourist, you have to respect the economy. You have to respect the people, respect the culture. And when you can, give. When you can, to the people who need it, give. I'm not saying to just give money away to whoever you don't know, but like you can tell who needs it more than others. And you can tell the people who come to you asking, just be generous, be kind. You are going to go home and you're going to be able to get more. I promise you that money, you're going to make more of it. And God will bless you for doing that. But there are people who you might be that only blessing they get during that season. And I'm not pushing you to just give money away to whoever. Like I said, do not give money to complete people. Like use discernment, use your, use sense to know who deserves it and who doesn't. But if you're going to go there during that season, understand that inflation is high. If a business or a marketing person is telling you it's going to cost you this much money, don't haggle with them. Just pay the money. Like just pay. I don't haggle with, unless I know like you're taking me for granted, because I did haggle one time. I was like, girl, nah, I know you're not trying to, I'm Nigerian, don't play with me. I know how much this is. Like, but there are times when you have to really think like, oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Like, here you go. Don't haggle. How much do you really say? Oh, you haggle it down to $5 less. You just wasted both of y'all time. At least haggle it down to like $20 less or something. Like, make it worth your while. But what I'm saying is, that's how you help the economy. You pay for the services and you just give them a little bit more, because inflation is so much, y'all. It's so bad during Detty December that when I go to when I go to Nigeria during December, outside of I see the cost. I went to Nigeria. Last time I went to Nigeria was in October, before December. And I was just like, the cost of things, ordinary gala. You just want to buy gala in the streets. Just want to buy a little snack to eat in the streets. And the cost is like, wait, how much did you say? For how many? Auntie, I bet carry they go, Joe. I'm just gonna find somebody now. Another thing, networking and opportunities. It's crucial. It is important. You're not just going to Detty December to just go take advantage of somebody else's whatever. Oh, it's cheaper. I can get my hair braided for like $50 and I can do this and do that. Like, no, my good sister and brother. Meet people, network. You don't know if that person's gonna, and plus everybody's coming from out of like UK and US are the biggest places that like frequent like Detty December for Ghana and Nigeria. You should make friends, network, meet people. Oh, where are you from? Where are you from? You don't know when next you're gonna see these people, and you don't even know what point of life. Like, it brings so much networking. But these are the pros. These are the pros. Let's talk about the cons. Now, I just spent like 5 minutes talking about the inflation. That's number one. The prices, everything is in such high demand. My friends went to a bar. I forgot the name of the bar or club in Ghana. They were trying to get a section. These people told my friends, if you believe it or not, they told my friends the price was gonna be $6,000, as in USD, US. Sorry. What? When they told me, I was like, girl, you know, please, please. But I mean, they didn't pay for it, but it's just funny because like, when I said inflation, they inflated. Inflation even got inflated. The inflation itself became overinflated to the point that we couldn't even afford the inflation itself. We were like, you know what? We'll just go outside and pray to God. We'll look at the stars, the moon, and we're gonna thank God for, it's okay, we don't have to party. Well, you know what? It's New Year's. Let me go and calm down in the church. The church is free. Abi, this is a sign that God wants me in the church. I don't have to be here. Like, they were charging such crazy prices. And one time, I almost got trampled. Like, I actually almost got trampled. It's actually insane. And that's because there was so many people. Like, not only do you have overinflation, you have congestion, you have traffic, you have, people cannot get, if you go to Lagos, before you go from A to, if you don't leave your house 5 hours before you get to the airport, you will not make that flight. I promise you. You will not make that flight. Unless you are leaving at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And even then, people are still out and about. Like, it's nothing. You need to leave your house because everything, if you want to get to a party at like 11, leave your house at like, in fact, go eat dinner near the party to make sure because the traffic, you'd be thinking, oh, it's 10 p.m. Like, who's on the road? Everybody. Because everybody's here right now. You think you're the only one out here? No, girl, no. It's everybody. And now the last thing is resource. Not everybody can get everything at the same time. Like services, you know, like opportunities to like go into certain places, the times that you want to go into certain places, the traffic, everything is stretched thin. And actually there was something bad that recently happened. I don't know if it's this past December or the ones before that, but there was like a few deaths. Like, it was so much. And also, here's the thing. Nigeria is not built yet to handle high amounts of tourism. I just hate to say it. They're not built. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. I'm sorry. Ghana got that one over on us. Detty December started in Nigeria. Detty December is a reason for people to visit their family in December and celebrate Christmas with them. It just became, and I hate to say, it's become industrialized. We've turned it into something else that it's really not. It's become like, almost like a party scene when it should really be about connection, network, family, and friends, and just like reconnecting. It's more like turn up, where the party at, where the, you know, like bottles, sections, and let me go meet my husband. Let me go meet my Nigerian husband. Like, girl, you will meet somebody else's husband. I'm sorry to tell you the truth, but you will meet somebody else's husband, and he will treat you like you're the only girl in the world. In fact, he will treat you like you're the only girl in his world, and you're gonna have a good old time. And then you're gonna go home and you're gonna forget about him because you value yourself more than that. And honestly, you probably shouldn't have done it in the first place. You shouldn't have entertained that in the first place, if we're being honest. But it is what it is. Detty December is what it is. So I didn't create it. I didn't make the rules. I'm just a participant in the action, and not that action, okay? But in the action. I mean, this past Detty December, my first and my last Detty December, at least in the mix. What did we meet? We met Burna Boy. We were in Burna Boy's house. We met Odumodu Black. Okay, we were taking selfies and videos with him. Who else did we meet? We saw Fino Fino. We saw Burna Boy's mom. We saw, who else? In Ghana, I saw, what's his name? I saw Dr. Umar. That man came, got his visa, and was like, peace, in 2 days. When I tell you, he was in and out. Within 2 business days, that man was like, I'm a citizen, I'm out. And that's one thing Ghana has over Nigeria is like they set up their system to welcome tourists. Nigeria, all they want is money. Money. Instead of to be focused on how to bring economic advances to the country, you're just doing anyhow. People are still losing lights every 3 business hours. Get it together. Are you not tired? It frustrates me for you. Trust me. It frustrates me for you. Because that's one thing Ghana has down. And that's why people are more likely to move to Ghana and to live there, because they don't have electricity that's optional. Like, they don't have that. And I'm speaking about that as a Nigerian. Like, I want us to do better in my own country, but what can I do? I cannot come and carry the entire country on my head. Here, we have central air. We have electricity that's 24/7. We pay for it. It's not free. But if anybody else can do it, so can Nigeria. Like, why haven't we figured out a system? And I please want somebody who knows the system to really comment and let me know, like, why has Nigeria not been able to figure out this whole, like, constant electricity thing? Like, what is that about? And why are we not there yet? I really would like to know. I'll do my own research too, but if somebody who knows, like, I want to hear from, you know, like, somebody who actually knows. Please don't comment a bunch of stuff you don't know. I actually care about those who know what they're talking about, because I want to learn from you and I want to understand why we are how we are. And then the second thing is how Ghana has it, like, figured out. Why does Ghana have it figured out? I don't know. But you know what they did though? When Detty December became a thing and it started, like, bringing influx of visitors, they doubled down on that. They opened up the country. They did the year of return. They brought visas and allowed people to start getting visas. And now they're giving out citizenships. Like, they're saying, come on down. You want to know where you're from? Does it matter? You're black. Come on down. Are you not black, but you know what? Come on down anyway. Like, they're really welcoming everyone. And also, that's a good and a bad thing, because everybody opening the door to everybody. I don't know what the vetting process is like yet, so I'm not going to speak too much on that. But I really hope there is a vetting process, because y'all just letting anybody in. I don't know. You don't want to let just anybody in, okay? But I do like that they have their system set up to where people can come in and people can, like, actually participate, become parts of the economy, and also bring, like, be fruitful and multiply in the economy. You know, like, I love that. But Nigeria, what are you doing? We are still waiting. Detty December, you that even came up with, it came from there, and you are still looking like, you know, like, tourism board. Please, if there is a tourism board watching this right now from Ghana or Nigeria, please speak. Let's talk. Let's chat. Because I would really absolutely love to bring more people to the country to show the beauty of Nigeria, of Ghana. But I really need us to, like, we need to come to an agreement of some sorts. We need to figure out how we're going to do this, because just doing Detty December is not going to bring more people. And also, people are a bit more fearful of visiting Nigeria than they are of Ghana. They are more likely to visit Ghana for Detty December than they are Nigeria, even though Nigeria was the place of origination for Detty December. Why is that? Safety, number one. I would say expense is much better, because Ghana's, you know, dollar to CDs ratio, crazy. But these are all the things I noticed. So, like, Ghana CDs is like $1 to 14 Ghana CDs, but Nigeria is like $1 to 1,500 Naira. So you can get a whole lot more. You know, I was able to get my hair, lashes, and, like, it was like $70. I'm talking about my feet, hands, hair, and lash. Like, what? But of course I tipped, because, like I said, always give them a little bit extra money. Different scenarios, different situations. You come from here, they come from there. If you can help, please help them. Help the economy, help the people, and have respect for their hustle. But now, I feel like I've said a lot. Let me read my notes and see, what else have I not touched on here? Okay. Now, if you plan to go in 2025, this year, first of all, I'm actually going to be working with a tour group that they're going to be taking about 40 plus people. We can make it 50, first come, first serve. In, I think, December 20 something, I forgot, right before Christmas, and then Christmas in Nigeria, and then New Year in Ghana, because that's really how it's done. If you want to do Detty December right, do it Christmas in Nigeria, New Year's in Ghana, because Ghana's entire, like, promotion is around New Year in Ghana. Even the tickets, the parties, everything is around New Year. And December, very much around Christmas. Like, you're gonna have a good time. I promise you. I'm telling you right now. And if you're not having a good time, it's probably because I'm not there. You should have brought me along, because, black girl, yeah, I am the vibe. I'm the moment. Anyway, you should make sure that you have enough money. Don't go there thinking like you're gonna take your last penny and some man is gonna sponsor you and you're gonna have a good old time. Girl, look at me when I tell you this. Holding your hand again.
No.
So, make sure you have your funds. Make sure you are secure, you're ready, and you are protected. As in, like, whatever plans you have, make sure you have it secured before you leave. One, flights get canceled. because if you are not careful, you might miss your flight somewhere. I missed my flight. You might miss your flight somewhere. Connecting, you might miss that flight. Bags get lost. It's a really high season. I mean, also be careful what you eat as well. I made a video about it. People were getting angry because I was trying to tell people like, this is what you will experience and blah, blah, blah. People were like, no, this is not all of Africa. I'm like, first of all, read. And second of all, it's not most of Africa, but it is the countries that participate. And I believe Senegal is also, they're not really labeled it Detty December, but people are going to Senegal around December and January as well. And South Africa as well. People are also going during December. So they're not necessarily like countries that are very much like creating entire themes around Detty December, but people do participate. Like they do count Detty December as like oh, I'm going here, 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 and here kind of situation. So those countries, depending on which parts of the countries you go, will be rural. Make sure you're careful, take your, get your vaccinations, get your antibiotics, don't drink public water, all the advice they give you in Mexico. And yes, you can drink water, but be careful. If you have a sensitive stomach, don't eat just anything. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you this, and other people should not be getting offended that you're being advised to not do those things, because US would tell you when you go to Mexico, like, drink bottled water. It's the same situation. Everybody in that country can drink it because they're there, but you don't, your water has fluoride in it. Like, you need to be careful because you don't know how your body's going to react to something that you're not used to. Doesn't mean it's dirty. It just means it might not work for you. So just keep that in mind. And then what else? I have so many tips and advice. I will be giving a lot of them. I will be making a bunch of videos, but I don't want to drag this on. I just wanted to give you guys all the tips, and I also wanted to talk about, pros, cons, Detty December, and just like, a little chit chat, unspoken things that we don't talk about as much. And my page is not about Detty December. My page is about travel. But I like to educate people with travel, and I like to get you really like self-aware to know what you're about to experience. And I'm gonna give it to you like how you should hear it. You can hate me for it after, but I hope that you're safe at the end of it all. I will share the details about the group trip coming up. So for those of you who are considering, I will share the details about that so that way you can look into it and contact and, email the people you need to email. I am working directly with them. I might pop up for Detty December, but I will be leaving you in trusted hands, so you don't worry. You're gonna have a good time. And then I will be sharing more details over the next few months, so stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed to my blog, make sure you do that. I send newsletters about travel stuff all the time. Not just travel deals, opportunities, tips, travel guides, itineraries, so much free stuff. Like, it's so free. But I love travel. I'm a travel blogger and I'm a travel writer, so I love it. I do it all for free. Just hoping that you guys can support me because that actually helps me pay some bills. So I would love that. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to my channel, and I will talk to you guys on the next travel chit chat. So bye.
Let me see if y'all gave me any donations. Let me see. I'm giving y'all all my wisdom, but where the donations at?